to be a rough spot to be on the board, and also getting incoming and maybe even internally too. So, Leslie, the floor is yours, and then what I'd like to have is then allow any board member, of course, in an orderly fashion, similar to how we had public comments. If you have anything to add, to share, please do so constructively, respectfully, and then I will attempt to put together an action plan. For those of you that are leaving, I just want to let you know that the bid board is having its regularly scheduled monthly meeting a week from tomorrow on Wednesday, March 11th at 11 a.m. at WeWork. I'm not a fortune teller, but I suspect a lot of these issues that we heard before us today are going to be front and center on our agenda, and we're going to be working as expeditiously as possible to mitigate these concerns and build consensus with everyone here, plus Mr. Manna and everyone else who couldn't make it here today. So I just want to put that out there for everyone who may not be here till the end. Leslie, the floor is yours.
Thanks. First, I just wanted to mention that at the last bid board meeting, I was on, I guess, an unfortunate timing, pre-planned family vacation, but I did hear your comments. I'm sorry. It's not working? Okay. What I started to say was that I wanted to mention first that at the last bid board meeting, which I believe was about 2.5 weeks ago, I guess I was on an unfortunate timing pre-planned family vacation, but I did hear what all of you had to say via telephone. I was listening, and I did hear what you had to say. Look, I know everybody here and everybody watching has seen the text messages and read the text messages. And while we might not all agree on the approach and the way that people have commented or the way that people have handled things, I believe that we all have the same goals in mind. And I believe that we all want the same things at the end of the day. Just like Adam from Graham said, Mana, like everybody else in this room, has given everything to this neighborhood. His long-term vision takes time. While we're planning and raising money to build out this long-term vision, we've temporarily activated some of our properties and brought diversity to the neighborhood and partnered with local entertainment groups who bring a rainbow of people from all cultures at an affordable cost. Whether temporary or permanent uses, we are landlords at the end of the day for right now, and we expect our tenants to comply with the law. I am here on behalf of the Mana organization, which is the largest tax contributor to this bid. And Albert, I heard you say, and mention that most of the votes from Mana's representative on this bid board have been unanimous votes. But I do mention that it's important to note that bid money was used to take out a full-page ad attacking Mana, and there was no bid board vote on that ad. Money which could have been used to promote all of our businesses. What I will say is that somebody pointed out, and I forget who it was, but somebody pointed out that we should use some of our space to build housing for artists. I apologize. Each year, Mana donates 150,000 square feet of space to host an after-school fundraiser. We give away school supplies, uniforms, haircuts, and shoes to more than 8,000 kids. We donate studio space and housing for artists all year round, all for free, so that they can create art and develop this community. We bring school groups to the neighborhood to learn about street art and paint murals for them to try their hands at the craft. And just last Wednesday, we hosted Baxton College's WIN event. All of this has largely goes unnoticed and unmentioned. Shaq's Funhouse, the Home Show, Life in Color, 3 Points, Red Dot, Wynwood Pride, Wynwood Fear Factory, many activations which this board has supported bring tens of thousands of people to Wynwood. Like it or not, these same people go and buy tacos at Coyo Taco, scoops of ice cream at Dasher and Craig. These same people walk to Wynwood Walls and they buy popsicles at Morelia's ice cream store. And 3 a.m., they go down the street to Wynwood Factory until 5 a.m. For this, Mana hasn't made as much money as many of you may think. For most of it, he hasn't made any. To activate the neighborhood, he got almost nothing for these uses. And for all of this, he expects these activations to comply with the laws. Without a doubt, there has been some selective enforcement of the noise ordinances. Indeed, there is music blasting at 10 a.m. from speakers outside the popsicle store down the street. I know because I go to the yoga studio and hear it with my own ears. There are vibrations coming from the cement factory so strong that restaurant owners are complaining that art is falling off the restaurant walls. And code enforcement appears to be making a valiant effort to counteract this noise and this defense by issuing violations targeting all restaurant and bar owners. This is not a fight between Mana and the city of Miami, or Mana and the other business owners in the neighborhood. The current issues plaguing Wynwood are not isolated to Mana or Sworn. The issues stretch amongst all of us. I'm sorry. They stretch amongst nightlife, retail, and the arts. Koyo Taco, 1-800-LUCKY, Seteo Stereo, Astra, Dirty Rabbit, Ramps, Astra, Centra, Number 3 Social, Cafeina, Maps, Wood Tavern, Toe Jam Backlot. All of these businesses are being affected. No one should have to worry about their business being shut down. So many times I have heard members of this board say that our goals are not to shut down the party. You can read the residents' comments in Barry's news story. They don't want the party shut down either. The bar and restaurants owners don't want it either. You heard them all speak here today. Neither do new office tenants coming to the neighborhood. Spotify chose Wynwood for its new home, at least in part because of a 35,000 outdoor courtyard with a stage, an outdoor bar, a food hall, and a 75-foot tall tower with rotating art installations. We might have a different approach, but we all agree. What I think almost everyone is saying is that we don't agree with sections 36-4 and 36-5 of the code that prevent music from playing outside after 10 and the 100-foot rule that needs to be changed. Music at special events and from temporary uses and music from bars, restaurants, and outdoor clubs is all over this neighborhood, and it's what makes Wynwood the community it is today, and it put it on the map as one of the hottest cultural ecosystems in the world. Having empty, inactive spaces is bad for all of us and the tourism industry. Asking for dead space on Mana's property cuts off everything to the south of the property and from everything north of our property. Like it or not, Mana has been a big part of making Wynwood the vibrant neighborhood it is today. The intention of this board is to advocate for the betterment of the area, raise awareness of advancements being made, and plan for the future of Wynwood. Our job by definition is to help businesses succeed and to help the neighborhood grow. We aren't all going to agree on what those businesses should be, but we have an obligation to support them. Part of that obligation includes not calling the neighborhood a bloodbath, not attacking the business owners in the media, and working with businesses to make them as successful as possible. The business owners are telling us they want to change the ordinances. So please, let's support them and put forth a recommendation to the City Commission to change 36-4 and 36-5 so that the ordinances are appropriate for our thriving community.
Thank you, Leslie. And I just want to personally thank you for